All right, this is Ben. It is Absolute Radio in Australia, and for those of you who think the V Festival is a big festival with its two sites, the V Festival is piddly compared to the Big Day Out Festival, and we're here with Mark and Chris from Jet. Good to see you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah, it's international, the Big Day Out. It goes to Auckland as well.
So Auckland and then Gold Coast down to Melbourne and then Adelaide and Perth, is that right?
Plus two Sydneys this year.
Okay, I've done my homework. Yeah. But it's kind of weird to be in your back garden. You know, you're always at our festivals, whether it's Isle of Wight or V, and now here I am. And are you Melbourne lads?
I'm actually an hour, like about probably 10 minutes drive from my house. Like this morning, I woke up in my house. You know, I took my dog for a walk. You know, did the dishes, and then came to the gig, which is the weirdest way to get ready for doing a gig, you know. And normally you just sort of get up in your hotel room, go do some press, go down to the site, have a beer, and you know, go on stage. It sort of puts you in a bit of a weird mood, you know. You're sitting at home going, "Fuck, what am I meant to be doing?" You know, this is not right. This is
the third Big Day Out you guys have played. Has it got bigger over the years?
As a festival,
yeah,
or for us personally?
Well, both, I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, for us, it gets bigger every time, which is awesome. And I mean, for example, this year they did two big day outs in Sydney, which is 50,000 a night, 2 nights. Wow. So that's 100,000 over 2 days, and yeah, it's massive.
They said that 2009 was the year that indie music, that guitar music died, and you know, pop had really taken over. Is that the same in Australia for last year?
I think it's, you know, worldwide. I think, you know, like sort of 80s synthed out, you know, sound. Especially even the rock bands are all doing it. You know, it's really weird. I mean, I personally haven't really found that for us in Australia it's been any different at all. In the UK, definitely, for sure. I mean, like, there's no doubt about that.
Anywhere, you know, it's like whatever happens in the UK, you know, will happen here, you know, eventually, because often things will start in the UK and America.
Well, but I read the other day, though, this is an interesting point, that that Australia is like, we sell more CDs are sold, physical CDs are sold here in Australia than anywhere else in the world.
But the weather helps as well when you're doing a festival like this, isn't it? Because you come over to V, we've all done, I mean, I've met you guys at the V Festival when we've been huddled in the porta cabins, sheltering from the rain, and here I'm sheltering from the heat, because my pale English skin.
Exactly, and that's like, you know, I'm talking to the guys from Kasabian, they're playing, you know, in probably the hottest like weather they've ever played in. Wow. And so they're kind of like, it's tough if you're not used to it, yeah.
Does it feel like a homecoming gig for you?
Yeah, I think when you do big day outs, it does, because you do. It's a real, and it's a pretty broad spectrum of punters as well. You know, it's because it's a festival, like any festival. You know, it's people who love going to festivals, and they tend to be kind of really up for the big moment. You know, so yeah, I find that, you know, when we come, people get a buzz to see us, because we do spend a lot of time in the UK and in America, and you know, so when we come play here, it's just like they've seen us as much this year as they've seen Kasabian, you know what I mean?
It looks like we got the sort of musical high with Big Day Out, then there's like a few days off, and then it just reaches epic proportions with AC/DC coming home. So, I mean, obviously, I guess you can't pick up a guitar, you can't be in a rock band in this country without being inspired by AC/DC.
Pretty much, that's pretty much it, a rule.
Well, I mean, Nick's actually been getting up every night and doing Back in Black with Muse.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were going to say like on Guitar Hero, but you mean actually on stage?
With Muse. He's been singing it. They asked him to do it because they know us. You know, Nick and Matt live in the same town sometimes, and they just asked him to do it one day. And he was like, "I'd love to do it, but it's probably one of the world's hardest songs to sing." But couldn't say no, you know. So he got up there and did it in Sydney. He's done it twice now, and I don't know if they're going to do it again tonight, but hopefully for your sake they do.
I hope so. What does Australia Day mean to you guys?
I don't think a lot of people know what it's about, and I think some people take it the wrong way and sort of become this over-patriotic kind of morons, you know. We just like to celebrate it as, you know, as a day off work. But we've got to work today, so.
You were talking about Rock Band and Guitar Hero earlier on.
I mean, you were talking about Rock Band.
I was talking about that, but some of your songs are very popular on these games. Do you enjoy playing them?
I've only ever played one once, and I did our song on one. I played the bass of Arguing with My Girl on Rock Band because my friend had it, and I got 78% on medium. So
we got to let you guys go. But
we're gonna go on stage.
Have an amazing time. All right.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
I am enjoying your back garden. Go play.